Hello everyone! So Valentine's Day is just a few days away and I decided to read a romance novel, something more romantic I guess you could say. So I decided to go with Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Alright, so Me Before You starts off with the character Will, and he gets into this accident that makes him into a quadriplegic. So for those who don't know what a quadriplegic is, I actually looked it up on my phone because I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. It is an injury or illness that results in the partial or total loss of use of all four limbs and torso. So a few years have passed since the accident and we meet Louisa Clark, also known as Lou for short, and she just lost her job at the Buttered Bun. So she goes looking for a new job and eventually she becomes a caregiver for Will. So a few weeks have passed and her and Will are not really getting along. And no matter what she says and how polite she tries to say it, Will always has something smart and kind of witty to say back to her, and it makes her feel stupid. So eventually Will and Lou, they start to get along and it seems like things are going great. But one day she overhears his mom talking and she finds out the real reason on why she was hired. So from that point on, Lou decides, you know what, she doesn't want any part in this, and she just decides to quit. So Louisa talks to her sister, and they both decide, you know what, they have a game plan and that they're gonna try to change the outcome. So guys, this is where I have to stop talking about the book because I don't want to spoil anything for y'all, and I try to leave as much out of the plot as possible. And if you just want to find out what happens, well guess what, you have to read the book and find out. Or you could Google it, but trust me, it's worth reading the book. It was a great book. Me Before You is actually a really good book, and I hate to say this because I hate labeling a book as being girly or not, but this book was not too girly for me. I was expecting it to be a little bit more romance, but it wasn't, and for a guy, I feel like it's perfect. It wasn't too romantic, wasn't something that I was like, ugh, I don't want to read this. It was just perfect for me. Now, as far as the rating for the book goes, I would have to give it either like a 4.5 or a 4.8, somewhere in between. And one of the things I actually liked about this book is that it was actually funny. The one good thing about this book is that I felt like it kind of made you like a disabled person. It puts you in the mindset like, I don't want to be looked at, I can make my own decisions, I don't need help. And we always treat them like babies, but sometimes they don't want to be treated like that. And so I feel like it kind of put you in their world. And I always treat disabled people nicely, but it made me want to even do more for them as a person and somehow improve upon how I can be a better person. Me Before You is a really great story, and I was kind of surprised with the ending because I thought it was going to go this one way, but it went this way. I would be lying, guys, if I said it didn't bring a few tears to my eyes, because at the end I had a few tears and it was just a great story, and I dare you to read this book. Like, it was awesome sauce all the way. I wish I could somehow make everyone read it. It was just an awesome book. Now, for those who don't know, there is another book in the series called After You, and I'm not sure how that book is gonna add on to this, because this is a great book, and after reading it and finding out there is another novel, I don't know what more could be added on, honestly. This is just a great book that I feel like should be a standalone novel. So I am going to try the other book After You, and hopefully it's something worthy of being added on. I just don't see it. And for those who don't know, Me Before You is actually going to be made into a movie. It comes out this year. I'm not sure when exactly. The trailer was just released last week, and if you haven't seen it yet, I would suggest watching it. The link is down below in the description box. So guys, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all next week.